everybody. My name is Avalon. I'm a TA and a community manager of this beautiful coding school here in the heart of Barcelona. And I wanted to wish you all a warm welcome to already our 12th demo day here in Barcelona. Did you all have a nice summer? Yeah? Did you go on any holidays somewhere in August? Yeah? Well, our students definitely didn't. They chose to spend their summer with us here at Wagon. They decided to learn to code and change their lives this summer. That's quite something different. Only 9 weeks ago, this group was a group of very motivated and eager, complete beginners. And in 9 weeks, they've learned everything, from the coding basics to the database architecture, and from front-end languages to the framework Rails, which we use for the language Ruby. And not just that, because halfway through the bootcamp, we gave them a chance to pitch an idea for a product that they wanted to build. A product that was a solution for a problem that they were facing in their day-to-day lives. And these 7 products that you will see tonight are built over the last weeks here, while it was 30 degrees outside. So that's not the only thing that makes this batch special, coding during summer. There's something else that makes this batch very special that I wanted to share with you tonight because, little drum roll, this is the most international badge that we've ever had at Wagon. Let this sink in. We had 21 different nationalities in this batch. They came from Iran, Curacao, Macedonia, Croatia, Belarusia, everywhere around the world. And 21 different nationalities means 21 different languages, cultures, backgrounds, food, preferences, everything. But despite this, they still worked as one big family. They did everything together. They were so close. They went partying at Brunch Electronic. They went to Waikiki Beach. They went hiking or visit Calas together. They did everything together. And after 9 weeks now, they will all go and live very different and separate lives. Some of them will become developers. Some of them will become project managers or product managers, maybe designers, maybe entrepreneurs. Some will find a job. Some will actually just go back to finish their studies. And some of them actually maybe take on a project. So we have an entrepreneur amongst us who's actually looking for somebody to join and advise him on a project that he's doing. So I would like to welcome Paul to explain a little bit about what he's looking for.
Thank you, Avalon. Thank you, Wagon, for the opportunity to present my project here. Yeah, it's good, right? Yeah, I'm developing since 4 or 5 months a software solution, which is based on AI. And I don't know if you guys touch upon these subjects. I hope so, because me and my partner really haven't. And it's basically a coincidence that we ended up doing it because our backgrounds are in tourism and consultancy. And upon thinking of how we could differentiate from the traditional consultancy companies, we ended up thinking about the software solution to analyze ideas, to evaluate ideas, and to rank ideas through software. And there's a whole bunch of different possibilities right now. There's natural language processing, there's emotions recognitions, there is a whole bunch more fuzzy logic, Bohemian models. But we don't know enough about it. We're talking to various companies in Eastern Europe, we're talking to companies in Tel Aviv, we are talking to companies in San Francisco, mainly in Silicon Valley, and there are several that are very enthusiastic, but we're still in the process of developing the concept to an MVP. We're able and willing to move forward with it, but basically we're looking for somebody that is a full stack developer and or proficient in data science. So there are 2 vacancies as a partner or a employee that we're willing to fulfill in the next couple of months. And hopefully I can tap into your network or your resources or your own knowledge acquired here at the university for some assistance, some help, some ideas and some conversations maybe after this presentation. I'm leaving my business card with Avalon. Hopefully you can pick it up, send me an email, I can tell you some more. The concept basically, I kind of almost forgot to tell you about the concept. But our competitive advantage is to analyze qualitative data, so basically text input, voice input, analyze it, and rank ideas from most important to least important. At the moment, I'm quite sure it's a big challenge with the current technology, but we are quite certain that we can provide some satisfactory output with this app, and that it can revolutionize an industry. And yeah, hopefully there's some ideas that you are willing to share with me, and hopefully we can work something out perhaps later. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, Paul. Well, if you would like to know more, have a beer with Paul after the demo day or come and pick up his business card from me. I think it's almost time for the demos. First, I would like to present the groups to you. These are the beautiful faces of all the students presenting tonight. So the first group will be My Fam with Amin, Mehdi, Wendela and Glenn. The second group presenting will be Leap with Fahad, Ferdinand, Zach and Victor. After that we will have Fam Travel with Maria, Thomas, Jenny and Josephine. Buddy Up with Koa, Danko, Armand and Melissa. Contramarca, Jaime, Matisse, Nikita and Uri. Francois, Barbara and Apps for Handmade. And last but definitely not least, Baby with Sai, Kave, Shad and Nicolas. It's almost showtime, and I have one big favor to ask, mainly of the alumni, I guess. We will have some chats and some interactions in some of the products, and I would kindly like to ask you to turn off the Wi-Fi. If you're connected to Le Wagon Wi-Fi, please turn it off so that we have optimal connection to show you all the MVPs tonight. I'm not going to be presenting the products. The beautiful lady to do that is our bootcamp manager and teacher, Ellen.
Hi, good evening everyone. I'm very honored to represent the teachers tonight of the batch 275. Before we start the presentation, I would like to ask you to think about the hell of a ride that the students have been on for the last 9 weeks. They've been communicating with their families, with social network. But tomorrow, or the day after, or even next week, they will take a plane and join their family again. Some of their classmates have thought of an idea to have a more efficient and fancy application to interact with their family, partners, and friends. Let me introduce you to My Fam with Amin, Mehdi, Wendela, and Glenn.
Thank you very much, Aline. So let me ask you a quick question. How do you communicate with your family? Anyone's using a WhatsApp group here or Messenger group? Yeah, wow, a lot of you guys. So we all actually have kind of the same hustle. When we try to send messages on this chat conversation, there are so many conversations going on the same chat. Mom is sending some jokes, dad is sending some serious message, the siblings are sending some pictures, and so on and so forth. And we get a bit lost, right? It's the same, right, when we try to share pictures and videos with these guys. So we are kind of lost in all those pictures that we've sent. Imagine now I'm asking you in 2015, can you please send me the picture from your trip in 2015? How do you do that? If you didn't save a copy on your desktop or your mobile, or you just change your phone and WhatsApp number. You're kind of stuck, right? It must be a better way. It must be a better way of sharing files with your family and communicate. So these problems have actually motivated us to come up with a new solution, and it's called MyFam. MyFam empowers each family with their own digital space by allowing them to communicate easily, share instantly, and store efficiently all their personal files and documents. So let me walk you through this app. Let's first log in into the app. So as you can see, this is my account. I'm part of 3 different family spaces. If you want, this is my mom's side family, the Benis, the Bukris family, where I literally actually just graduated recently, and then the girlfriend family too. So yeah, I need to be part of that one too. So let me perhaps send a message to my Bukris family, so my dad's side family. Let's just go into that family. So before just going into the chat, as you can see, guys, here is the dashboard. And this applies for each family. For each family, you have a dashboard that gives you entry point to the key features. In this case, the chat and the media, where you store everything and you retrieve them in a blink of an eye. I'll show you afterwards. So let's just go into the chat and see what's going on there. So yeah, here comes the unique point of this app, is that we have several conversations within the same family. It's pretty unique. For example, here, the jokes are on one conversation. And the siblings have their own little space, you know, and so on and so forth. So perhaps let's just go into parents and kids and just tell them that, you know, hey guys, I'm presenting and everything's going well so far. Cool, that was cool. So I think it would be nice too to take a selfie right together and just send them to my perhaps cousins or siblings. So let's just go into my media uploader feature. So here comes for the sake of this presentation, I've took a selfie just earlier because otherwise it would have been a bit tricky now. So I've just I took a selfie, and here comes another unique point of this app, guys, is the hashtag system. And this is the key element to be able to retrieve and store every single file in a very easy way. So here we can put, for example, selfie, and then it's stored on my media solution. Let's just send it perhaps to the siblings, as I said. Cool. Let's just share that with my siblings. Sweet, amazing. Just scroll down, make sure it's all good. Nice. I suggest that we can perhaps try to see if there is any way. Oh, can't find it, Mehdi. I think this is my brother. I think he's asking for something. I'm guessing that it's for his ticket. Yeah, plane ticket. So let's try to look for the ticket. Maybe because I actually bought it yesterday, and perhaps he's looking for it. So just browse into the search bar for flight, because the document has a tag, and I've put flight there. So in a blink of an eye, you can retrieve it super easily. Let's just double check if it's the correct file. Amazing. Yeah, that's my brother. Cool. Let's just send it to him. I think he's stuck at the airport. Doesn't have his passport and flight ticket with him. Perfect. Amazing. So that was all good. So far, so good. Let me now ask you a quick question, guys. Do you want me just to retrieve you any picture of my family trips back in the days, like any year, any time? Yeah, Zach, what do you want? Oh, 2014. Okay, that could be a hustle, right? If you don't have a very good storage solution. But here comes the great moment, guys. Let's look in media, and as my teammate just did, he looked and browsed for BCN 14 because that was the tag I put on all the pictures and albums of my trip back in 2014. And let's just perhaps show them this picture, and yeah, that one there. I think it's a pretty funny one, yeah. It was a good moment. Oh my God, I miss those days. So yeah, Zach, are you happy with that? Yeah, cool. All right, good. And lastly, now the cool thing. As I told you, we're not part of only one family. We might have several families, right? So perhaps you want to see if there is any unread message of maybe my girlfriend's family, whatever. So yeah, indeed, let's check Lovgren. It's my girlfriend's family. And shit, we have Friday dinners. Oh my God, I forgot that one. Let's just check. Are we still having dinner tonight? Just tell her yes, but not sure, to be honest. Cool, so that was all about it. So guys, if you want to unite your family, my family is here for you. It will allow you to communicate easily, share instantly, and store efficiently all your family documents and files. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
So this new family of wagoners, as I told you, some of them are going to take flights tomorrow or the days coming. And there is a specific person taking a flight tomorrow, I think at 11 a.m., which is going to be pretty hard after the night that we're going to have. And I've heard that there is going to be strike at the airports. So when there is strike, usually you might spend some time at the airport, or if you get your first plane, you might take some time and spend a lot of time at an airport for a layover. And layovers can be quite boring. Usually, they lead to boredom, fatigue, right? But thankfully, we have a team of marvelous people that thought about it. This is Leap with Fahad, Victor, Zach, and Ferdinand.
What if you were stuck somewhere for 11 hours and you could do whatever you wanted? What would you do? Sai, what would you do? Avalon, what would you do? Well, I've been there, stuck, and sometimes for longer than 11 hours, and often at airports and interesting places. And this has happened to me over and over again. I guess I'm just an unlucky traveler. I've been bored time and time again and spent many bored hours at airports. Say hello to Leap, a new way to love your layover. Through Leap, customers are able to book unique experiences specifically tailored for them. They're specifically designed for airport layovers. They'll be picked up, taken to the experience, and brought back to their destination airport just in time for their connecting flight. Leap is a tour operator that provides unique experiences specifically designed for short stops. So let's say my team and I are traveling from San Francisco, going to Oslo via Barcelona. So let's have a look. Let's search for Barcelona and see what we can find. Okay, I can see a transit date. What day were we flying again, Victor? Next Sunday, so we can choose next Sunday here. Cool, and what time did we get there? Was it in the morning? Yeah, I think 11 in the morning, so we can choose 11 in the morning. And I think we leave, no, it was a bit early. I think it was 9:30, maybe 9:30. And then we get back, I think maybe at 7:30 in the evening. We have to get back to the airport. Cool, so I can see I've got 10 hours and 30 minutes of my transit, so that's a pretty horrible transit time. We're 4 in our team, so maybe we just choose 4. And let's hit search, see what we get. All right, cool, so I can see all the experiences that we have. So at the top there, I can see a whole bunch of categories. And at the bottom there, I can see what's top ranked in Barcelona. So I don't know what you guys feel like doing. Maybe something cultural? All right, let's hit cultural, see what we can find. Cool, a Montserrat monastery tour. I can see that takes 8 hours. We have 10.5 hours, so maybe. What do you think? Montserrat? No, it's a bit too far. Sagrada Familia, yeah, it looks cheaper. We only 4 hours. Maybe we have some time left after that to do other things. So let's go for it. Oh, nice. I see that it actually is offered in English. Zach, the American, I don't know how good his Spanish is. I'm just kidding, it's good enough. So I can see it's 4 hours in total. Gives you some details here, and the reviews look pretty awesome. So maybe we can go ahead and book that. Okay, cool. So now I can see a nice little breakdown of what I have. So I know I'm leaving at 9. Arriving at 9, leaving at 5. I know the experience is 8 hours, and we're booked in for 4 people. And I don't know how's the power on your mobile phone. Mine's pretty dead. Always out of battery. So let's order a power bank. Maybe that'd be good. And I think Zach's got some carry-on with him, so maybe want to check that in. We don't want to take it with us. All right, 580 euros. You guys have done a great job as a team, so I'll get the check. Please don't copy any of those credit card details. Awesome. I can see that my guy is going to be Boris. And I can see I have a confirmation code, which is good. My ticket is right there, so I'm just going to have to bring that with me. And it's nice to see that I'll know I'll be picked up from the airport also. So awesome. I think we're all set. Awesome. So I think we're all set, and now you can be set too. Now you have a chance to escape, you can take a leap, and you can love your layover. Thank you.
We have a special student tonight, and that has been there for the last 9 weeks. Not only she speaks more than 7 languages, but she also loves traveling, and she is the mom of 3 kids. As you might imagine, traveling with kids require a bit more organization and preparation than traveling alone or with a partner. That is why, with her team, Shini, Thomas, and Josephine, she thought about an app called Fam Travel to help families organize better their travel.
I guess there are many people tonight here who like traveling, right? Yep. Yes. Are there many people here who have kids? Some. Well, for the ones that don't, I can tell you that traveling with kids is another story. It requires a lot of preparation. Just earlier this summer, I was with my family in Italy, and we decided to spend a day in Milan. And when we arrived at the railway station, the first thing my daughter says that, "Mommy, I have to go. I need to pee now." Well, I can tell you that the toilets at the Milan railway station are not exactly an experience I would like to share with you here. And while we were queuing, my 2 sons got really bored. So when we came back, they were just like hitting each other on the head. And my husband looks like he would like to get wings and fly away. So I was saying to myself that there should be a way to find places where you can go with kids. Like at that moment, we needed urgently a restaurant, like a kids-friendly restaurant. So then when a few weeks ago, here at Le Wagon, I was asked if I have a nice idea for an app. I didn't have to think for long. And as I had, luckily, some nice teammates who relied on this idea as well, we created Fam Travel. So now it's a lot easier to travel with kids. I think next weekend I will explore Barcelona with my family. So let's see what kind of tips other parents have given to us. This is really about sharing, so all the tips you can see here are from other parents. People can enter information and give reviews, and we will see them just in a while. Yes, so this is everything we have in Barcelona. Let's see, there are restaurants, there are parks, playgrounds, and of course the toilets, always so important. I think now that I'm planning this trip for my family, I would like to see what kind of activities there are in Barcelona. So we filter for activities. Oh, this Cosmo Caixa I've heard is really great. Can you please see that one a bit closer? Nice, 2 reviews, 5 stars. Suitable for bigger kids as well, great. Amazing place, yeah. I think this sounds great, so I will add it to my favorites. I will again add it to my favorites, great. And now if we go back to the list of Barcelona. Let's imagine I'm in the middle of Barcelona and my kids need the toilet urgently. If you choose the restrooms, let's see if there's something close by. Because as you can see the distance from where you are at the moment. So, well, the Imagine Cafe seems to be really close. I think we will go there. We can see it on the map. Very central, yes, absolutely. Can you also add that one in my favorites? And now if you look at my profile, you can see the tips I have created myself. And if you go to favorites, I have some in Paris and now also these 2 in Barcelona. So whenever I'm on the way, I can check exactly where they are. And if I write a review, they will be there as well. So I hope everyone traveling with the family will use Fam Travel and contribute as well. I think I might add, in fact, a tip on my own now. So I will add a restaurant. I will add it in Luxembourg because I live there. And the name of the restaurant is Mamacita. Very nice Mexican place, highly recommended. The address is Rue de Bain 9. And the website is mamacita.lu. And I'm sure there is a high chair. The kids menu is amazing. The service is fast. And the toilets are quite okay as well. Let's add a photo as well. There we go. And now we add this restaurant on the list. And this nice information. Okay, the address was not exactly correct, so that's why the map looks a bit weird. But we will correct that later. So, please enjoy Fam Travel whenever you are on the road with the kids. Thank you.
So as Avalon said at the beginning, we have the most international bootcamp that Barcelona knows so far. And because of that, and thanks to that actually, a lot and most of the students didn't know each other at the beginning, but they also didn't know a lot of people in Barcelona. And it's hard to get to know people when you arrive in a city. Koa, a student of our batch, in love with playing chess, thought about an idea. Helping people to buddy up based on interests. Let me present you Buddy Up with Koa, Denko, Armand, and Melissa.
Hello, everybody. Who of you has ever moved to a new town and was looking for someone to spend your favorite activity with? Who of you? Raise your hand. Okay, a few of you. So you might you might have had this problem before. So where do you look for friends? Do you go to a Facebook group, new in town, to a meeting with a bunch of people you don't know? No, you don't do that. Do you go on Tinder? Well, you don't want to date, so how are you going to do that? So we come around with Buddy Up, and Buddy Up really helps you to find somebody that is similar to you, someone who shares your interests, someone you will like spending your time with. So we today offer the opportunity to sign up one person of you guys on Buddy Up. Who wants to try it? Well, for the sake of the mic, I'm going to take the person in the first row. Nico. Let's sign Nico up. Register now.
You know
Gmail.
my password.
And we know his
You know it,
password.
yeah. We're friends.
Okay, sign up. So first we need the hard facts. We need a picture. We actually got a picture already.
Oh, why?
You
Nice
might know it from the invitation. So Nico, describe yourself in less than 5 words.
I'll say funny full stack developer. Yeah.
Oh.
That works. Yeah.
So his first name is Nico.
Nico.
And do you want to give us your age, or do you want to keep that
Okay, I'm
private?
30. It's
Okay,
fine.
30. And you live in Barcelona,
Yes,
right?
I do.
So please add Barcelona. And of course, Spain as the country. That's about all the hard facts we need. Now we want to get to know you better.
Whoa.
We want to know about you. 1 second. Some people didn't log out of the Wi-Fi. So let us know about your personality.
I'll
What
say
speaks to you?
active, cheerful, creative. There's no humble in there. Honest. I'll say honest.
Okay, well, let's move to the lifestyle section. What's your lifestyle?
Adventure, of course.
Perfect.
I don't know. Dancer
Dancer. What else?
and gamer also.
Gamer.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, then let's move on to music, because you like to dance. You must like
course I
some
do.
music.
I'll say alternative, electronic, and pop.
Perfect. Do you like sports?
Yes, I do.
Which ones?
Badminton, of course. Basketball and bodyboarding. Yeah,
Volleyball? What? Body?
bodyboarding. The
Bodyboarding,
next one
right
to
next to
basketball.
basketball.
Yeah, I practice that a lot.
Perfect. Let's move on to movies. Do you like any type of movies?
Yes, action, comedies, and crime.
Okay, interesting. Any other categories you want to move to?
Maybe TV shows.
TV shows? Okay, let's check
Oh,
that.
nice. The Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones, and Friends.
Friends?
Yep.
Perfect. We also have the possibility to add some more text. We're going to spare the
Yeah.
group that for tonight, but let's move on and see what matches you get in Barcelona.
Whoa,
Oh,
nice.
quite a few people. Wow. So, anyone you want to check out in detail?
I want to talk to Avalon.
Okay, let's check out Avalon's profile page. Wow. Okay, let's see. So on top, you have the possibility to already chat with her. You have a buddy up button. I will get to that in a moment. And you see all the traits that you and Avalon both highlighted that turned out to your match score.
She
So-
also does badminton.
She also likes badminton.
Nice.
Do you want to chat with her
Yes.
about badminton?
Yes.
Okay, let's chat with Avalon, please.
Yeah, I'm new in town, so I want to go to play badminton with her.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, do that.
Perfect. Oh, she already
Whoa,
replied.
that was fast.
Perfect.
Nice.
So this was our user journey for the new user. So now you've seen how to enroll on BuddyUp, but we also want to show you the experienced user journey. So let's move to my profile. Let's go to my dashboard. So you see my profile. I have pending buddy requests from Vendela and Amin. I sent requests to Barbara and Aline. And I have a few upcoming meetings with people I'm already buddied up. You hit buddy up on the buddy up app when you want to make your friendship permanent. You already like each other, you want to stay friends. So down there you see already my buddies. Those, by coincidence, are my team buddies. So let's move up to Vendela, because I want to accept her buddy up request. We had like a lot of things in common, especially we like to dance to electronic music and go to outdoor festivals. So we also see that in our overlays, but we spare you another time. And then let's confirm Wendela's buddy request. Perfect, now we are buddies. Let's move back to my dashboard. And now the request is gone. I will see Wendela down in my buddy section. Let's meet Wendela. So I'm in kind of a celebratory mood, so let's go out tonight. And Barcelona, of course. And the category is not important for tonight, we just want to dance. Hit meet buddy. And now let's move to the upcoming meetings. We see my meeting with Wendela. Let's see the details. Now the magic happens. So we get a lot of suggestions to go out for dancing tonight and in the next days. And yeah, that's it. Find a buddy, rock together. Buddy Up is here for you.
So our dear Wagoners not only thought about connection with families, buddy up, or how to spend a better time in layovers, they also thought about the relevance and the trust of media content nowadays. Let me introduce you to Contramarca, independent stories for conscious readers made by Nikita, Uri, Jaime, and Matisse.
Hi guys, konnichiwa. How are you all feeling? You liking the project so far? Yeah? Sick! Don't don't worry, it's only 3 months ago, and then it's all about drinking, right? All right, let me tell you something. Media is broken, and we all know it. It's a fact. You don't want to admit it. You're constantly scrolling that Instagram thinking that you actually learned something new. But in reality, nowadays, social media is full of unnecessary and just useless information that we as readers simply don't want to see. And on the other side, if you take traditional media such as news, it's not always transparent, and most of the time it's just politically biased. Let me tell you something. Guys, don't be afraid. We have a perfect solution for you here. Right behind me on the screen, we want to introduce you Contramarca, and we want to offer you independent stories from experienced and crafty journalists, from insightful scientists, from creatives, and finally from speculative thinkers, to avoid all the noise that we by now are so used to. And if you take authors and content creators, they're not having an easy life either. To produce high quality content, it requires huge time investment, and we think that they should be remunerated accordingly. So we came up with a social business model, or in the other words, we're trying to redistribute all of our revenues for people who create the content, or elsewhere we can reinvest in our company to further increase the scope and so on and so forth. So are you all ready to see how the production media of the future looks like? Yeah. Nice. Sick. So let's actually go in and see what the help is all about. If you scroll down a bit, we're going to see our feed. Right now we're not signed in, so it's just a general feed with all the latest articles coming up. You can also see the authors. You can see the multiple categories. You see science, health, a bunch of many others that we won't explore right now. Terrorism. I want to know about terrorism. Media doesn't tell me about terrorism. Here at Contramarca, you can see what's happening in reality, right? But Actually, I've been already invited as an author for Contramarca. So let's just log in, sorry, directly. And I want to show you what the app is actually about. Great. All right, so now you can see my fully customized feed according to the authors that I like, according to articles that I follow, right? And as a user, being a very selective user that is, I want to see a feed which is simple to use, which is very intuitive, from the authors that I respect, from the authors that I know, are going to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. And this is what Contramarca is all about. So maybe let's see some of those articles. Just scroll down a bit, see what they have to offer. Wow, seems quite interesting. But I actually have very specific things in mind to show you. How many of you know about the Amazon fires? Just raise your hand. Wow, lots of people. But do you actually know what happened? Do you know the underlying causes for this to happen? No, right? So here, this app, you'll be able to see it. Let's just go up to the search button. Yep. And let's search for Amazon. Great, so we have 2 articles here. I actually quite like the Elizabeth Penici. I heard about her somewhere, so let's check her out. Wow, Amazon raised forest fires, environmental catastrophe in pictures, lots of information down there. So if we go a bit down as well, we see her profile. Let's see what she's all about. Writes about biology, focusing on genomics. I think that's quite cool. So I think let's follow her. And here, guys, you can see my profile that I created. Speculative writer, I'm aspired to be. Unknown fields and tomorrow's thoughts today. And I've also tried to discover the app for a bit, made some bookmarks. Let's check them out as well. Here you have 3 of them. Actually like a lot the interstellar and space, so I'm all about that. But let's actually go back to my profile. And I want to introduce to you another feature that the app has. Because as a reader, you can read whatever you want. But the app focuses a lot on the writers to provide them with the platform that they can enjoy, where they can gain the money that they deserve. So let's actually create that new story down there. And of course, as a reader, you want to use the phone. But as a writer, you're going to use your desktop. So let's move to full screen, please. Right. I've actually thought about an article to create, which takes the categories such as science and anthropology, although it's quite hard to believe. The headline is, let's occur to Uri to write it down. What was the headline? Can you all say it for us? It's my article, as you can see. Drawing the algorithmic self. The story is going to be about drawings, algorithms, and self, obviously. And let's just copy-paste the text that we had previously for you. Quite nice, but the self-realization you see right there in the middle, the highlight in red, can you just transform it into cursive, please? Just select that and put the cursive on it. I think it's quite cool. Right, so I did our little feature. Let's create a story. And let's also add a photo. We are all visual creatures, so we want to see and not read most of the time. Algorithm, yes, please. Add a photo. Cool picture. And it's done, guys. This is my first article as a speculative writer. Hope you all go to the platform and read it. So I'm very happy to see all faces and listen to my presentation. Contramarca is for independent stories for conscious readers. Thank you.
Okay. Do you guys fancy a little beer to get some refreshment? I do, and I think the students do too. The thing is, we're probably going to go out tonight to celebrate these 9 weeks of intense learning and labor. But we're also probably going to end up in one of our houses. And if we end up partying really late or really early, depending on the way you see it, someone will have to clean tomorrow morning. And I guess that if we are a little bit hangover, especially the person that hosts the people tonight, it will be difficult. Well, we have 3 really nice students that anticipated that, and they created a web application where you can call a cleaner anywhere, anytime. And it's called Handmade, made by Abs. Where he is? Made by Abs, Barbara, and François.
So Barbara here is a true Parisian girl. She is busy and social. Actually, she's so social that yesterday night she had 10 friends over at her flat. They ate dinner, they drank a lot, and they went out. It was a crazy night. But this morning, it's another story for Barbara. She woke up hangover with a huge headache. She took some pills to make the pain go away. But the worst was to come. Her flat was a complete mess. As you can guess, when you're hungover, you don't want to clean that mess. And unfortunately, Barbara didn't know anyone in her entourage to come, a professional cleaner, to come to her flat and actually clean that mess. And she didn't want to pass all day long hangover in that huge mess. So she has to find a solution, and this solution is actually Handmade. Handmade is a service where you can get your place cleaned anywhere, anytime. So Barbara, this is your solution. So let's book a cleaner together. So she's from Paris, and you want to book it today. You don't want to wait that long. Let's say you want it in 4 hours. Great. Now Barbara has a really big flat, and it's pretty messy. So maybe 3 hours will be needed to clean all that mess, right? Yeah. So now what the cleaner should focus on, we will say the kitchen, it's a huge mess, the living room as well, the oven, and the bathroom, the toilet, sorry, because someone was pretty sick last night. So now put your address. And just book it. So if the summary is what you expected and if the price is convenient for you, just check out. Okay, so here you have a booking, a pending booking, and now you should wait that a cleaner has to accept this booking. And fortunately, not very far from there, we have a cleaner named Thomas. And he's a professional cleaner. And he has a few missions, regular missions, but today he hasn't much to do and he wants to make extra money. Right, Thomas? Yeah. So he will just go to his dashboard and see if there are some pending missions that fits to his needs. So here, he has this mission that just came out 2 kilometers away from him. So walking distance, 3 hours, good money. He will just accept it, right? Okay. So now let's not forget that Barbara is still waiting for her mission to be confirmed by a cleaner. So let's go to the dashboard of Barbara. And it's confirmed. And Thomas, we will be cleaning Barbara's flat in 4 hours. So conclusion, if you want to get your place clean anywhere, anytime, just use Handmade. Thank you.
Okay, last project on a more serious note. Some of our students, Nicolas, Sai, Kaveh, and Chad, thought about a very beautiful idea for baby supplies. I know we have some parents over there, so if you think about your babies, like maybe a couple of years ago, you're probably smiling, thinking about the first years when you had them, but maybe crying about the cost that it represented for you at that time. Well, let me present you Babe, where your baby gets more, but where you pay less.
Before we start, can I just get a quick warm round of applause for everyone who's presented so far? These presentations have been incredible. I know they devoted so much work, and I'm so proud of all of you guys. Oh my God. But without further ado, let's begin so we can get to the beer. 11,828 euros. That is the average cost to raise a child in the first year. Between the cribs, the clothing, the stroller, all of it, it adds up so quickly. And 11,828, that's just the average. There are so many more parents who'll spend so much more money. But of course you'll spend it. You would absolutely do anything for that bundle of joy. If you could give them the world, you would. And so you buy it. But then what happens 12, 18, 24 months down the road when they outgrow those things? We really have two problems here. For the parents who are expecting, who need to buy this stuff, it can be daunting. The sheer number of items plus the cost is horrific. And for the parents who've already bought this stuff, they just have this stuff lying around. And so you think to yourself, oh, Sai, it's a marketplace, connect the two. Great, but realistically, you have your eBays, you have your Craigslist, you have your Wallopops, but on all those sites, how do you guarantee the quality, the cleanliness, and most importantly of all, the safety for your children in those products? You can't. And so we said we should. So welcome Babe, a marketplace for parents to buy and sell refurbished, high-quality baby goods. But we can talk about this. I'd rather just tell you a little bit more about what it actually does. So it starts off where you go to the site and you buy refurbished, high-quality baby goods from us. Your baby enjoys them for a while. You just got the products at a great price. But then once they outgrow them, what you can do then is we buy them back from you. And once we buy them back, we take them, we refurbish them, we certify them, and make sure that they are the utmost standard of safety so that the next family that gets them will have a wonderful time as well. But we can talk theoretical for a long time. Instead, there is actually a member on our team, Chad, who is expecting a little bundle of joy of his own. Chad, my boy! And so let's explore with him. First, let's see what Babe has to offer. Great, so we're at the main site. We got a ton of strollers, we got some cribs, some baby toys and everything, but I know the first thing that we have to buy. We have to get a stroller. And you know why? Is so that when that little bundle of joy comes, he can wheel them around here and show them off to the world. So let's look for a stroller real quick. Great, we got a bunch of different options here, but the truly great thing about Babe is the extensive inventory of products in varying conditions that allow you to save even more money. So let's look for a stroller in a very good condition. All right, we got two here. I've heard a lot of great things about the Thule stroller, so let's check that one out real quick. And so the base price is at like new is 604, but let's see if it's a little bit cheaper with a very good price, or a very good condition, excuse me. About 20% there, that's pretty great, and this is the stroller we definitely want. So let's go ahead and add that to the cart. Done that, great. But you know what we'll also definitely need is we'll need a crib. So let's see what people also bought recently. LA Baby. I used to live in California, so that one's close to my heart. That's a great crib from what I've seen, but $215, that's pretty pricey. Can we find a better condition for that? That'll save us a little bit more money. Oh, you did it so fast, Nico. Also saves 20%, that's awesome. So let's go ahead and add that to the cart as well. Great, so we have two items in the cart. It's looking pretty good, but the point I really want to highlight is just these two items alone, by buying them at a used condition, you've already saved 102 euros, but you have the peace of mind that those products are at the utmost quality and the standards because we certify them for you. This is looking great. Let's go ahead and check out. Let's make sure we use the home address we have on our profile. And then I think this cart looks great, so let's go ahead and pay. Fortunately, I was smart enough to remember Fahad's credit card number, so Chad, when you get a package from Fahad, you can say thank you to him. All right, so it looks like the order went through. Can we just double check to make sure it's going to the right address? Perfect, it is. Great, I'm super excited to get that package in a few weeks, but let's fast forward 2 years from now. What happens when all those products are not able to be used by that child? They've outgrown them. What do you do with those things?
So does it make sense for all the products that he bought to go to waste and when maybe someone else might need them? Wouldn't it be nice if child can get some of the stuff back for all the money that he invested? Luckily for him, Babe also covers that thing. So what Babe does, you just need to tell them the product that you need to sell. They send a box to your home, so you ship the products. As soon as they get the products, they pay Chad back, and then they refurbish those products and sell them to someone who really needs them. But let's just focus on the process itself of doing it. It makes sense that we want to sell some of the stuff that we just bought. So let's just go to the sell part. Great. One amazing thing about Babe is that they provide us with a massive database of product templates. So we just need to click on an item and that's it. We don't need to add a description or taking all the pictures. That is an annoying process. So there it is. Let's click on the tool again. We bought it and it was very good, so it makes sense that now it's an acceptable condition. Great, add it to our box. Nice, we have an estimate of how much are we getting for that, so we can proceed. Great, everything seems to be fine. You can confirm the box. Perfect, now we need to wait for them to get the box and ship the product. And that's how Babe closes the circle. They turn those 11,828 euros into a fraction, so your baby gets more and you pay less. Thank you.
All right. Can't believe those were 7 products. Amazing. So it's almost time for this group of students to hop off the wagon and start their new adventures. But before we do, I just wanted to say that none of this obviously would have been possible without our amazing teams. So I wanted to give a big round of applause to all of our TAs and teachers and ask everyone who's here to come up to the stage, please. Claire, Inou, Valérie, Flora, Mara, Mira, Christine, Gaz. Okay, so our next batch starts the 21st of October. If you're interested in joining us and maybe present one of your own products in December, talk to me or talk to Eline over a beer, because I think it's about time for that right now. Thank you all for coming and enjoy.